Concept Middle School. I'm Jack.
And I'm Jackson. Welcome to the AMS TV news for the week of April 29th. Let's check out this week's positive message.
Hi, I'm Thomas. This week's positive message is by General Douglas MacArthur. No man is entitled to the blessings of freedom unless he be vigilant in its preservation.
Thank you. April is Autism Acceptance Month. The puzzle piece is a symbol for autism, representing the ongoing journey to understand autism. Since 1963, we've been working together to piece together the biggest picture.
At AMS, we celebrate diversity. To show our support, on April 2nd, which is National Autism Awareness Day, students grabbed a puzzle piece, unleashed their creativity, added it to the collaborative school-wide collage, and created a masterpiece of acceptance.
For people with autism, difficulties in social situations are a lifetime challenge. Let's promote understanding, celebrate our differences, and create a more inclusive environment for everyone.
After all, being different is what makes us all interesting. April is also the month of the military child. Let's meet some of the military children at AMS.
My name is Lucas Fusco, and I'm an 8th grade at AMS. My dad was in the Air Force.
Hi, my name is Alexis, and I'm a 6th grader at Concept Middle School. My dad is in the Air Force.
Hi, my name is Emma. I'm in 7th grade at AMS, and my dad was in the Army.
Hi, I'm Trinell. I'm a 6th grader at Concept Middle School, and my dad is in the Navy.
Hi, I'm Anastasia, a 7th grader at Concept Middle School, and my dad is currently in the U.S. Navy.
Hi, I'm Dylan. I'm an 8th grader here at Concept Middle School, and my dad was in the Coast Guard and Navy.
My favorite part about being in a military family is going to the base and seeing all the aircraft.
My favorite part about being in a military family is that sometimes the base has parties that the families can go to, and we go.
My favorite part of being in a military family was I got to see Texas and Miami. I also got to see family I rarely see. I got to see military stuff like soldiers, military vehicles, base amendments like post exchange, and commissary market.
My favorite part of being in a military family would be sometimes me and my dad and my sister go to the military-only store and we buy snacks or drinks.
My favorite part of being a military family is the fact that I have a family member who's fighting to protect the country, and that's really cool.
My favorite part about being a military child has to be going on all the trips that my dad did with the military. We went to some really cool places like Baltimore, San Francisco, and Charleston.
The hardest part about being in a military family for me was when my dad left, I had a lot more responsibilities around the house.
Sometimes my dad will be gone for days, but sometimes he'll be gone for weeks. So that's my least favorite part.
The hardest part of being in a military family was I rarely got to see my dad. But when I did get to see him, it was a lot of fun. He had to wake up very early, so I barely got to see him in the mornings.
The hardest part of being in a military family would be when my dad goes away for a long period of time. I know that could be the last time I ever see him, but I always try to be optimistic and look forward to when he's coming back.
The hardest part of being in a military family is the fact that my dad is gone a lot, and he's been gone for, I think, about half of my life.
Each day, my dad had to leave early at about 5 o'clock in the morning, and I wouldn't see him till right before I went to bed at night. So the hardest part was just not being able to see him as much, but we still got a lot of time to be with each other, and we made it work.
My older brother was born in Alaska. That's also where my parents got married. I was born in Texas, and I also went to Miami, Florida on summers.
Some unique opportunity I've got was to learn about the spycraft and even offered helicopter rides.
One time I got to fly in a helicopter that my dad helped build and put together.
When I visited my dad for the summer, I got to go to camp because he was working, and camp was pretty fun. I also was born in El Paso, Texas, and I got to see my dad in uniform a lot. I got to see military vehicles and soldiers. I got to see where the soldiers train and more.
When unique opportunities I've had is when my dad is on deployment or on drill weekend, sometimes we get to visit him. Like one time I went to visit him in Germany, and that was really cool.
Besides getting to travel, I got to do a lot of cool things. I got to try a Coast Guard simulator. My dad brought us to his work a couple times, maybe once a year, and we got to see the Staten Island ferry. We got to go on it a couple times, and we saw the Statue of Liberty too.
Being a military child isn't as bad as people think it is, but when your father or when your parents are deployed, it can be scary.
My dad may be gone for long periods of time, but I'm proud that he's still helping our country.
That just because your parent is in the military doesn't always mean bad things. I think my experience was pretty fun. I still got to see my dad. My dad served 20-something years. He was still the best dad ever. He protected this country, and he went to war sometimes.
That it could be hard to have a parent in the military, especially if they're away for a long period of time.
One thing I want other people to understand about being in a military family is the person who has a parent or older sibling in the military wouldn't always want to talk about their loved one being away, and it's a sensitive topic for a lot of people.
Depending on what branch of the military you join, it's very possible to live a normal life.
Thank you. And now here's Edward with another strange history fact.
Hi, and most welcome to the 12th episode of Strange History Facts. I'm your host, Edward, and I will tell you a strange fact in history. Today's strange fact is that Oxford University is older than the Aztec Empire. Oxford University, which opened to their students in 1096 AD, was 250 years older than the Aztec Empire, which started in 1325 AD. This also makes Oxford the oldest university of all history, and it is also older than a lot of indigenous tribes.
Thanks. That's all for now. Thanks for watching the AMS TV News.
Have a great week.